Hey everyone, what's going on? Wicked here. Just wanted to touch base with everyone. It's been a while since I've posted a video. Hopefully gonna start get back into the routine of creating videos for everyone. I'm gonna start off. I'm not a trucker. Want to be a trucker. I want to get my CDLs eventually. But I am going to bring American Truck Simulator to the channel. Kind of do some, kind of trucker vlog kind of stuff, I guess you could say. Obviously, the real experience isn't going to be there as far as, you know, contacts and other things like that. But started here today with the mods I'm going to be using. Here's the list of mods on the right-hand side here. I'm going to slide down through. I'm not going to go through every single one of them. These are pretty much the default mods that I will be using, unless I come across something else. For some reason, the CFI truck and trailer skins do not work in 1.39. I'm not sure why, if I maybe didn't put them in the proper load order or whatever, but not even going to bother with it. So we're going to back out of here. We are going to create a new character here. We're going to start from scratch. We're not going to use any cheats. We're not going to do anything out of the ordinary. Um, so that being said, the name's Wicked. Pick this crackhead here. We are going to use the similar concept as CFI uses, which is Kenworth T680s. Um, got our company logo here, Wicked Logistics, and let's go ahead and create. And of course, the audio. Come on. All right. Now that I'm back, I went ahead and just muted the audio since I can't adjust the audio until I get into the game, and I don't want you guys to miss out on this part here. Um, so I don't have the DLCs for Washington, Utah, or Colorado, um, or even Idaho at that. Um, it's unfortunate, just don't got the money right now for it. Eventually, hopefully, we'll get these as well. So thinking of a starting area and where to start from is can be kind of difficult in American Trucking Sim if you've never played the game before. Um, Obviously, clearly, I mean, you can go to any of these main dots here. The secondary dots are kind of like your small towns, I guess you can say. Um, clearly, obviously, like Santa Cruz isn't really a small town in California, but you can't start there for some reason. Um, I've always kind of picked a centralized location. A really good location would be Sacramento, San Francisco, Carson City, or Reno. Any one of them places are vital in starting an American trucking sim, just because you have some long distances, but you also have a lot of short distance routes that you can take and you can explore with. Another good starting point is down here in New Mexico. Pretty much any town in New Mexico is great because obviously, without the Colorado DLC, you can't go north. There's not Texas or Mexico, so you can't go south or east. So it is a good starting point if you like that type of scenery. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the scenery in Arizona or New Mexico or even some parts of South California, um, just because the coloration of the color palette that they use is kind of bright and kind of bland. You can only make a desert look so much like a desert. Um, so I think where we're gonna start, I kind of want to start up here in Oregon, honestly. Maybe Portland area. There's a lot of long routes up here. Um, it does kind of suck if you get a load out here in like Pendleton or anything like that because there's not really a lot of options. If you got a bobtail from here to here, it's kind of annoying. But I think we're gonna go ahead and start in Portland. Um, do I want to walk through the tutorial? No, I've played ATS before. I got my wheel set up. I'm using a Logitech G27 with the uh, shifter as well. It has the hat switch, a couple other buttons. It's a very, 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 very good wheel for American Trucking Sim. You can buy all the aftermarket wheels you want. Um, some I say is worth it as far as mechanically speaking. But as far as button layouts, you can't get no better than that. You got six on the steering wheel, along with the two paddle shifters. Um, the pedals are metal and heavy and nice. Not really a big fan of the brake, but there's supposedly a modification to adjust that. The shifter here, we got four buttons on the top, hat switch in the middle, and then we got four buttons across the bottom, along with the shifter itself. It's very nice, very sleek, easy to use, and it honestly matches perfect with American Trucking Sim. Plenty of buttons for everything. Rarely do you need to go to the keyboard, honestly. So we're going to go ahead and enter here, start our American Truck Sim, and start our new job and our new transportation company in Portland, Oregon. All right, so starting out, every American Trucking Sim, when you start out a new thing, they kind of give you a small destination route to go to. It's Monday, 10:03 a.m. We're going to be delivering some flour. Um, so yeah, so I'm going to try to base it. Got a little lag there. Um, so I am going to try to base the company around kind of like a semi-legitimate uh, company structure here. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna have to adjust all this stuff real quick. So we don't want no music. That's probably good enough. I'm pretty sure. Um, don't really want no voice navigation here in the U.S. Most trucks have an on and off switch for backup beepers. 9 out of 10 times you throw your flashers on, you're good. Um, nobody's gonna come running out because you ain't got a backup beeper on. Alright, so now that we got that done, we're going to go in here into the controls. We're going to triple check everything, make sure everything's the way I want it to be and what my preference wants it to be. So it looks like my force feedback has stayed the same and carried over from my other um, accounts. Um, I have it set to this so that way when I'm driving with the G27, more or less the terrain dampers or collision is too much. It rattles the wheel way too much. Maybe with more of a premium wheel, you wouldn't have that. So you could probably tone that up a little bit. But the way I have it set up is pretty much when I'm driving, it's almost like a normal car. You go into a turn fast, the wheel's going to tighten up and it's going to try to correct itself straight. So obviously you take corners slow and do everything the legit way. I'm going to try to do this as best as possible to be semi-realistic. I see a lot of these other ATS streamers and some YouTubers. Um, they go balls to the walls, 100 mile an hour. Weaving in and out of traffic, acting like an idiot. That's not going to be me. I'm going to try to do it as legit as possible. Um, so we do have a splitter layout. Obviously, I'm running a real automatic, so it don't matter about the H pattern. It just matters about, drive, neutral, reverse. No truck has a park, so um, obviously that's why there's a parking brake for a reason. So let's see here. Go into our keys, make sure everything's good. Pretty sure everything's about the way I need it to be. As you can clearly tell about how many buttons that are on this setup, kind of a lot. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. Now we got set up, we're going to go ahead and do our first job. Right now, it looks like we're going to do a job for FedEx. Their starter job. This is our starter truck. I don't have any track IR or anything like that. Gonna go ahead and get the truck started here. Hopefully everything's good. I got one more thing I gotta do, and that is turn the audio back on for the game. All right. Get our truck going. Let me go ahead and adjust this so it's not too loud. About right there, hopefully. Alright. Alright, so now that we got this truck, we can go ahead and... Oop, wrong button. Nope, that's not what I want. I forget what button it is. Nope, not that button. Alright, so, well, cut the time short. I'll do it here in a bit. Gonna give you an outside view of the truck, but whatever, we'll do that later. Okay, so now that we're started, let's go ahead and don't really have to do too much mirror adjustments. I am going to keep the upper right hand corner mirror there on, and probably keep the tablet on the screen as well, just for my reference. If I had track IR, it'd be a little different. I'd probably remove it all, honestly, but to get the most immersion out of the game. But we're going to go ahead and take off here and deliver this load of flour, and then get it going. Like I said, this is not my first rodeo. I've played countless hours in American Trucking Sim. Without a wheel, with controller, with keyboard. Obviously, a wheel is just your best route. If you can find a G27, buy it, honestly. I mean, for an entry-level beginner wheel, it's not bad at all. Obviously, this little tutorial run here is not that far away. Usually they're a little bit farther away. You got to go down a highway, a couple exits, and you'll get to where you need to be. But pretty close by, so there's nothing to worry about. I'm going to try to do episodes by the load rather than just me commonly playing the game, just to kind of keep it a little more interesting. But yeah, overall, I mean, if you guys like the video, please hit the like button, please subscribe, comment, let me know what I can do more to better these videos for you guys, and just kind of get noticed. Looks like the entrance is over there, so there's no traffic or anything. Let's stop here, check left and right. I may have to adjust the wheel a little bit just to get rid of some of the vibration. But overall, I mean, hopefully you guys don't hear it through the mic. Alright, we gotta turn in here. Go ahead and flip our flashers on. Oops, I ain't got that button set, so we ain't gonna flip our flashers on yet. I forgot about that. Hit our e-brake here, put her in neutral, and we are going to... Where do you need it? Typically, a lot of the times, I mean, I will argue with American Truck Sim players a lot. Really, honestly, the parking in this game is not realistic at all. I am going to try to... be alright over here. Parking's really not legit. Yeah, I know some places are pretty legit. I mean, like, this one's pretty legit. That's why I like using the real company mod. Not sure if it changes the layout or not of the spots, but Alright, I'm concentrating here. Alright. Um, Not sure if it changes a lot of the layouts on some of the locations in the game, but it does seem like it seems like it does, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, it really does. It seems like it changes a lot of the actual locations as far as some of the parking. Obviously, they're not gonna change it too much, but I have to cut it. I might be running over that dude right now, honestly. We're pretty good, honestly. Pretty good back right there, honestly. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've attempted YouTube in the past a couple times. Um, all right, saying we're good there. We're gonna put the parking brake on here. We're gonna go ahead and detach this trailer. But back to YouTube. Tried YouTube in the past. It's hard to stay consistent when nobody watches your videos or comments or subscribes. Doesn't give you nothing to work for. Um, but hopefully, getting back into the routine a bit will help me better progress in YouTube. It's kind of been a dream, honestly, to be in YouTube. I love playing video games, and would love to make an income out of it rather than making it a kind of a set hobby, I guess you could say. But to start out, you have to make it a hobby to get somewhere. You don't just jump into it and the next day you're gonna have millions of views. But that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for some of the technical difficulties. I might just leave the beginning out. Um, Pretty much we would just went over, the character icon, um, company name, what truck we're going to use. We're going to use the T680 if it's not earlier in the video, after I go back and review this. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully, we can make a good community and have a good time playing American Truck Sim and just going all out. Like I said, if you guys like the video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe, comment, let me know how I'm doing, what I can improve on. Pretty much anything really. Give me some, give me something to talk about in the next video. But I'll see you guys next time. Completed the job, a little 1 miler, $371, 43 experience. Gonna go ahead and click continue before we end this. I don't want to end it off on a bad note like that. Um, Hopefully we can work towards getting our own truck here and start progressing with this company. And yeah. All right. So now that we got our little tutorial done, this is our first headquarters here in Portland, Oregon. Not much. Little piece of junk shop. I mean, honestly, if you're an owner operator in real life, you're probably not gonna have some spectacular shop unless you're like CFI or somebody. But there you go. You see on the right hand side my name, what truck we're gonna use, little crackhead icon I picked, um, company logo, my money, everything like that. But we'll get back to it in the next episode. I appreciate everyone for watching and thank you, and I'll see y'all later.